Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. I cannot believe that we are done with week 3 of Easter projects. I've had so much fun the last 2 weeks and this one as well, making projects with you guys. And today is our final day of brand new projects. I will be on my blog posting links to previous year's Easter projects for the next couple weeks because I will be away for Stampin' Up's convention and I don't want you guys to miss any content. So if you have not subscribed to my blog, which is at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, you can go over there and sign up for blog updates. You'll be able to get an email sent to you that shows you every time I have a new post. And I always embed my YouTube videos into my posts. So it's a really quick and easy way to access my content by going over to my website. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. And for the next couple weeks, get your fix on some projects that you may not have seen that are relevant to the season that we're in. All right, so today's project, we're using the Easter Bunny stamp set. And I am using a variety of 6x6 designer series paper. Today I'm going to make a red carrot because do you know that carrots come in multiple colors, not just orange? We have a rabbit and we know that they have different colored carrots. So the first two that you see here were made with this paper here, which is from the Bright and Beautiful. I used this star pattern for the yellow and this, I guess it's Berry Burst ombre paper for the purple carrot. And so we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to teach you a new way to make a carrot. These are holding Ferrero Rocher. So inside there you have a Ferrero Rocher. So cute, right? Unexpected and fun. And I hope that you will enjoy learning how to make these cute small carrots. All right, so we need a 6x6 piece of designer series paper, and we are going to score it at the 1/2 inch mark. All right. And you can see the other side is hearts, isn't it precious? So we're going to fold that score line that we just made there down and make sure it's nice and even. I'm going to bring my bone folder in. I like to make sure that my score marks are nice. All right, so we are going to, with that piece folded right there, we're going to bring this corner and we're going to actually, I'm trying to remember. Oh my gosh, don't tell me I'm going to go crazy again. I know it's to the end. We're going to bring it right to the end. So I'm going to open that. We're going to bring it right to the end here. And you're going to see there's going to be a little overhang. All right, with that piece folded, okay? So you want to do that. And then you're going to bring this one in here and you're going to fold it to that seam. So this will be your next score mark. Okay, so you're going to fold on this side here, and then you're going to fold this back. Do your second fold like this, right? This was your second fold. And then you're going to do your second fold here. And then you're going to flip it and repeat the other way. So this time we're going to take that flap and we're going to do our first fold here. And then that's it. That's all of our folds. So now we have 4 folds. We have this cool little flap, and then we have 1, I'm trying to show you, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. They're all the same at the point there, okay? So we're gonna put them together and we're gonna trim off the ends of these pieces. Gonna bring that in. We're gonna bring that back and this back like this, okay? And see that piece right there, this point, we're gonna trim that. We don't need that in the way. So we're gonna trim that off like that. And then this piece here, we're gonna find the shortest end. So we're gonna measure this length. So we have 4 sections, you can see there, okay? There's that one, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna measure this section here on this edge. I just wanna make sure that all of my points are even. I just wanna make sure, because it's, there we go. This one's pretty easy because it's all the same edges. There we go. And then the last one is this one. Diagonal. And perfect. All right. Now we have our piece that we want to turn back and cut off. All right, I thought it was a little off there. So what we want to do now is we want to measure this piece right here. So I'm going to grab my ruler. I'm going to bring my silver one so you can see. And we're about 5.5 inches, okay? So we want to do the same here. We want to go to the 5.5 inch mark from the point, and we're going to mark with a pencil 5.5 inches. And then we're going to take from this point to this point, and we're going to line those up. And we're gonna mark with a pencil, and we're gonna cut that off. So I'm gonna grab a long scissor that will reach across that divide. All right, so there is our points, okay? So now what we wanna do is we wanna figure out how wide this piece is. And it's about 2 inches, maybe 2 1/8, okay? So we wanna go about 1 1/16 this way. So half of the width of this piece, not including this flap, okay? Half the width, it's 2 1/8, so half the width is 1 1/16 right there. And we're gonna come down 1 1/16 inch. And see how this is like this? We don't want that, we want it right on the point, okay? 1 1/16 right there, okay? And that's your mark. So we're gonna come straight across here, bring our ruler straight across so that the point is even, and we're gonna bend that up against the edge of the ruler, and we're just gonna bend it back and forth, and then that is the amount that we need here, okay? So now that we have that, I'm gonna tuck this piece in. I just don't want this in the way here. I want to make sure that my piece is good and that I have all my cuts good. There we go. I have a little extra that we need to trim off of here. I just forgot to do it. All right. Because we want to tuck that in when we're doing this part here. So we have this folded and we want to cut this extra piece off. So we're going to take that same long bladed scissor and we want to just straighten these pieces. All right, so now you should have a straight shot all the way across, and then this piece here we're going to angle it in like this. So this piece is our 4 carrot pieces. They should all be the same. Let's make sure that they are. If they're not, we just can straighten them up. Sometimes it happens when we're scoring. You just want to make sure they're all the same except for this one. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're good. They're all the same. We just have to straighten this part out a little. All right, so we're gonna tuck these ends into our 1 3/4 inch circle punch, okay? So we're gonna open our punch, and this part here is where we wanna punch these pieces. So I'm gonna tuck all of those together. We're gonna tuck this piece in because we don't want that one to get cut. And we're gonna round this into a circle. You can see all these extra pieces that you have of the DSP. So in order to stick it in this way, it's kind of hard to do. So what you want to do is grab a scrap piece, okay, and you want to slide that in so that it's in there. Once you have that in, you can finagle your piece in and underneath, because that paper kind of grabs it for you, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to bring your carrot straight in, and you don't want anything to show. So I'm going to slide this paper out. You want to just bring it straight in there, and just make sure that your triangle, the point is straight. And then you just see how a tiny bit is showing right there? You don't want anything. So you want to push it till nothing is showing. You want as much as you can, and we're just going to punch that. And then it rounds all of our edges of our carrot, okay? So now you have basically 2 hearts like this, okay? And when you have them like this, you want to go ahead and use your bone folder, get your point at the bottom good. And then we're going to turn in this piece and make sure that this glues right to it. It should be perfectly lined up. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and glue this, put some glue on that piece. I'm going to bring my silicone mat in because you know how I am. All right. So we're going to add our glue to this piece. Just like that. And now you have this like primitive heart, right? So that gets your carrot. So you're going to turn in these pieces and they are going to become the closure for your carrot. Just like that, okay? So what we want to do here is I want to make sure that I'm glued, that the glue goes all the way across my piece, that nothing is without glue. If there's anything sticking out, we want to trim that now, because sometimes when I glue things and it's not perfect, you just have to trim that little hairline off, right? So inside, we're going to add our Ferrero Rocher. And look how cute that is. So these are going to come one at a time in, like so, and form our closure. So I think I want to put 2 across from each other, and then the other 2 will be the last 2 that I add to the top. So we're going to use our Velcro dots. So I have the 5/8 inch thin Velcro. They are linked in the video description. And I'm going to cut it in half. We don't need this bone folder anymore. So we're going to cut it in half. And then one of the halves we're going to cut in half. So this one's going to stay like that. And then this one we're going to cut in half so we have like a 1/4. So we need 2 quarter pieces and 1 half piece. Okay. So the first 2 pieces we're going to bring in here, we're going to actually put the half piece on. And so what you want is the part that has the white. See how one's more see-through than the other? The white one is the one you want to pull the back off of. And we're going to put it on the edge of the carrot, okay, and press that into place. And then you're going to pull that back off. So there's the half piece. And having the Ferrero Rocher in there helps because you have something to push down onto, okay? So you want to have that in there. So you're going to bring this piece in and then this piece across to meet it, okay? And another thing that you can do is you can take your bone folder and you can slide it in from one side to the other, like so. And then you can bring your piece down and over to meet it. And then there's something right there to grab, so you don't have to worry about it not having a solid surface to press that onto. And then we're going to pull those apart. So we have our 2 pieces right there, okay? All right, so the next piece, these 2 are going to go in. The next piece are going to be our 2 top pieces, okay? So one of them is going to have our ribbon on, and the other one is going to glue down. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole on this side. We'll make this one our part that has our ribbon. So you're going to punch with 1/8 of an inch circle, and we're going to take, this is our, oh gosh, Real Red and Garden Green pack, and it is about 7 inches in length, okay? And you want to half it, and then you're going to tie a knot in one end, okay? So you want to run both of those ties through that loop, and what you want to do is pull them through, and then you want the knot to be where you folded your ribbon in half, that closed piece. All right, and now we're gonna take these 2 ends and fold them into a point. I kind of put that together like that, and we're gonna bring it through that hole we made, and then that knot is gonna stay inside and under here, so it won't go all the way through. That's why we make that knot. So now what we wanna do is close the top of our carrot. So I like to take the knot and put it kind of down in this opening right here. So I kind of tuck it that way. And I want there to be adhesive on this end here and on this end. So that's why I use the 4th. So I also want to use the part that has the white first, which is this one. We'll peel the back. And I'm going to add that up here. Okay. And then I'm going to pull the back off. And then we're going to have that stick right on the side here, which will help keep that one closed. And then we're going to use the other one on this end. So again, you want to use the side that has the white, peel that back off of that one first. And I'm going to add that on this side of our carrot. And then we're going to pull the back off of it. And we're going to throw all of these little guys. I feel like I've lost one, but it'll end up in the trash eventually. And then that one is going to, remember, push that knot in that direction. And then that one will close on this side. So now you have your cute little carrot box closed at the top. So we have a red carrot, a yellow carrot, and a purple. Now, when you do things that are pointy and you have a soft paper like DSP, it can get a little crushed. So I like to cut just a tiny tip, not very much, off the end so that it helps it to not get crushed, the point. I like that a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and put that here. The part that has the ribbon, you're going to flip that open and you're going to use your ribbon scissor and you're going to cut 2 different sizes. So that one will be there. I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. Did I not cut it all the way through? Oh, I did. Okay. So then those are the 2 flaps, which is the green on the top of your ribbon. We're going to add our cute little bunny next. Okay. So I have stamped him already, but we're going to color him with our Stampin' Blends. And so I am going to use Smoky Slate Light. And I'm going to color all of him except for his tail. We're going to leave that white. And so the first thing I like to do when I use my Stampin' Blends is outline my entire piece. I'm going to go around the eye because I don't want to color inside of there. And then once I have everything outlined, I can fill in that area. The outline helps my eye so that I don't go outside of where I have lined. You don't have to color this way if you don't choose to. It's just how I do it. All right, so I'm just kind of outlining and then I'm just filling him back in. I like to add a little shading and then fill in over the top so it doesn't look like, you know, it's too stark of a shading. It will eventually dry and you'll see that extra shade in there. All right, so there's our bunny. I'm gonna fussy cut him out, and I've already stamped and colored the carrot. So I've used dark sweet sorbet, and that's light parakeet party. I really thought that this bunny would be cute on the carrot, and he could hold the carrot color of the one I chose to put in there. When you buy these designer series paper 6x6 packs, you get an entire color family. So you could literally make a bunch of carrots. I chose to use the sweet sorbet one, but you could use the real red, you could use the pumpkin pie, you could use lemon lolly, you could do berry burst, fresh freesia. You could have so many different colored carrots, or you could just make them all different pastels and buy the subtles. That would be really pretty. All right, so there is our carrot and our bunny. So what we want to do is we want to put the carrot in his arm. So you have to kind of slice across this line right underneath it so that you don't cut it away. And then that way the carrot can tuck right underneath his arm. So I'm just going to add a little bit of wet adhesive down on the top part here where the arms are. And then I'm going to add a little bit right here on the top because the carrot will be right there. All right, and so we're gonna slide the carrot in. So that one's gonna go on top of that glue, and the one there in the back that I put is gonna hold there. I want a little bit of the red or the sweet sorbet showing at the top and the rest of it at the bottom so that you can see he's holding his little carrot. Isn't that so cute when you cut open his little hand? And then I didn't put any sentiment on this, but this stamp set does have a sentiment that says an Easter treat for you. If you wanted to use that, you could. I happen to have it on the same block as this, or let me show it to you this way. It's a lot easier to see. You could put the Easter eggs on there, this floral. This is a really great stamp set with a lot of options for you. Let me grab my dimensionals. And I'm just going to put a line of those for my bunny. And I think I might use the minis and put a little bit near his ear. His carrot's definitely not on there, and neither is his tail. I'm going to put a mini dimensional here to make sure that that is held in place. Other than that, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and pull the backs off. And there is our rabbit. Oh my gosh, this one's so cute with the red carrot. What do you guys think? I love it. So there are 3 colors, purple, yellow, and red carrot, all different patterns. The opportunities to use different things are endless, right? Your Stampin' Blends, your bunnies, you could use whatever stamp set you want on here. I hope that you enjoyed this. And although I made an orange carrot with some embossing a couple weeks back, this one uses the same amount of paper, but you get a shorter carrot, which is why I wanted to show you how to do the larger carrot. So you could always use our cardstock and make some larger carrots with different colors as well. Whatever works for you. Again, we used the Easter Bunny set. I think it's super cute. And this beautiful pack of Bright and Beautiful, which I'm almost completely out of, to be honest with you. I've used it so much. You can see how much paper I've left in here. Not very much. Even scraps I don't have that much of, just a few pieces here. So I have loved this paper pack. This one here was from the In Color pack that has Orchid Oasis, Sweet Sorbet, Starry Sky, Parakeet Party, and Tahitian Tide. It is going away. This year is 2024, and that is the year that this pack is going away. So if you want this In Color pack, now's the time to grab it. And I guess that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this project and all 3 weeks of Easter projects this year of 2024. If you have not subscribed to my blog to get updates, you will want to do that so that the next 2 weeks you have some things to watch. I'm sure there will be a video or two that you haven't seen, and I hope that you will go over to my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and click on the section that says blog email updates. And you will sign up. Thanks for being here. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!